Imagine a little boy dying from loss of blood and his last words being, "I love you, Mom." Every 2 seconds, someone in the US needs blood. Approximately 36,000 units of red blood cells are needed every day in the US. Many kids and adults die every day. It is estimated that there is a blood disease that affects 90,000 to 100,000 people in the US. About 1,000 babies are born with the same disease each year, also. Um, Patients require frequent blood transfusions throughout their lives to be able to survive. Um, I have read many articles and have been an active donor ever since high school for these different causes within blood. I have seen many videos about those who have been helped by the blood that possibly would have came from me. I've also been able to meet a couple of them in person. But there really is a scarcity of blood to be able to transfuse into the different blood people who need it, either for the to be able to survive or because of an illness that they have. So today I'm going to talk about the why there's a scarcity of it, the purpose of it, of the actual transfusions, going a little more in depth into that, and also the major injuries that would cause a need for it for an average Joe person to end up needing a blood transfusion. Although an estimated 38% of the U.S. is eligible to donate blood at any given time, less than 10% of them actually go out and do it. Blood transfusion is a routine medical procedure that can be life-saving. During the blood transfusion, the blood that is donated is added to their own blood to be able to make it so they have the blood cells to be able to process what they have, and will be supplement for the different components within the blood that they actually need. It's something that scientifically we haven't been able to genetically figure out how to make it. So there's a need for people of those blood types to be able to transfuse their blood in with people who are needing it because of a disease or for further reasons that I'm going to talk about later. A blood transfusion also has many different levels to it, either being A positive, B, A minus, A negative. So you have to make sure that you know exactly what blood you have within your system. And one of the ways that a lot of the blood is used is through surgeries. Also, on top of that, around 108 million units of blood are donated or collected globally each year. Nearly 50% of those blood donations are collected in high-income countries where they need. It's only 20% of the world's population where these people are. An adequate and reliable supply of these blood cells are assured when we have a study people coming back voluntarily. Blood donation is unpaid. That's what a lot of people are scared off by. Regular, voluntary, and unpaid donors are the safest group to be able to help those people, especially when people have a blood-borne infection, because they need the transfusion or they will die. I'm referring back to a quote I had earlier, or a statistic. It's not just adults that we're dealing with. We're dealing with 2,000 babies a year that are dying because of not being able to have enough blood, especially right after pregnancy, after they come out. So donations here at BOUI have been decreasing over the years. We're college students. We don't have time all the time to be able to do it. But that was just kind of my small sample of what I can imagine the nation being able to do. They aren't finding time to be able to go out and donate blood for those that are in need. So if you lose blood during a surgery or an injury, you may experience something they call anemia, which is kind of a big thing. You may require a blood transfusion, which means that you need to have the blood there, or else you'll be suffering some of the symptoms that go along with it. Some illnesses cause the body to make fewer platelets. They naturally just don't make as many. And some of the components are needed within the blood because their body can't make that thing. For example, iron. We can come up with a tablet for iron, but a lot of what is in the blood for iron also helps them within that component of it. So the part, we've been talking a lot about the people who are born with this illness, develop into this illness, and they have what they need. We as normal people without these illnesses can also have need for these blood transfusions. Whenever there is, for example, like a single car accident, a single car accident victim can require as many as 100 pints of blood. Accidents happen 24/7 and put friends, family, and neighbors in danger. Blood transfusion saves the lives of the cardiac patients during surgery. Premature infants come into the world often needing blood to survive. If not personally needed, at some point we will all know a friend, a neighbor, a family member, someone who needs the blood. In fact, 1 out of 3 people will need blood within their lifetime themselves. From natural disasters to unforeseen catastrophes, emergency hospital procedures to lifelong battles with chronic diseases such as the sickle cell disease I was talking about earlier, the demand for blood is constant, if not going up. The supply is not. And since there is no substitute, because genetically we can't make blood yet, at that point, donors are the only way to be able to do it. We need to roll up our sleeves and go out and donate blood. There are many places to be able to donate. Hospitals, there are high schools, churches. Look around, you'll be able to find one. It's pretty. In conclusion, a lot of people die every year because we don't donate enough blood for them to be able to survive, or wasn't there fast enough for them to be able to have it. A lot of people die from that lack of blood because of the scarcity. Now you know the purpose behind transfusions, what it is a little bit, and why everybody needs to be able to donate if they can, healthy and wise, and why it won't just affect those that you see on TV, but also, because 1 out of 3 people will have that personally, or everybody will know someone within their life that will need that. We need to go out and donate, and be able to go save lives. So I challenge you, go out and find somewhere to be able to donate and go save a life today.